Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Bowmaster619 here. I know it's been quite a while since my last post, but I gotta say it's been busy. I actually am currently watching myself, which is quite amusing, I have to say. So, as the title suggests, today I've finally decided to crack into one of my tasting boxes, as well as to show you something that I just got recently. Say hello to a Hanwei Raptor. That's right, I now officially have my very first battle-ready katana. Best part is I got this one for a discounted price, too. And funny enough, I think I finally found what the supposed manufacture defect was. Because I have searched this blade and its scabbard repeatedly. And, give me a moment here. If you can see right there, there's a teensy little crack in the bottom of the scabbard. And I think that might actually be all that it is. I think that might be the manufacture defect that they deemed was enough to knock around $50 off of this thing. Now, since I am inside, I'm obviously not going to be able to exactly do any kind of a cutting test with this blade at present, but in the future, I definitely plan to do a full review of this blade. Let you guys know what I think. What I can say right now is the simple fact that this thing is actually quite a bit heavier than I initially figured it would be. Whew, excuse me, that I opened up the window to let some more light in here, as you can see by my shining face. Okay, I can't see now. Whew, but getting hit by the sun is actually warming it up quite a bit in here. So, I've been saving this one for quite a while, and I figured today, since I have a little extra time and I felt like going live for the first time in close to 3 weeks, let's go ahead and give this a taste test. That string only opened it up halfway. That's fun. But this one is called Distilled Wine. Fine. And it is a 3-pack of brandies, I believe. At least I think that's what distilled wine is. I believe that is considered to be a brandy. Let's see what we got here. Alright, and this time, instead of doing it randomly, I am going to go in a specific order. I still have not looked at the cards at all, so this will be a completely open and shut case of what am I smelling. And we will start with the first one, which is RR Octomar 10-year-old. Yeah, that's a very interesting name there, isn't it? This one has been aged for 10 years. Okay, this is very interesting. I'm going to read this for you. For all you lovers, since you are taking the time to read this, we would like to thank you for being present with us now. Cherish this moment, grab it by its balls, and cherish its majesty. That is legitimately what it says on the bottle. Let's see, it is 40%. As some would say, it is 80 horsepower. So, crack this open. I've been waiting quite a while to sample this one, actually. Well, this entire box. Whoa. Whew, man. You can really smell the grapes in here. Grapes. Getting a very mild hint of vanilla, actually. A little hint of chocolate in there, actually, too. That might not be vanilla at all. I might just be smelling the chocolate. Okay. Now I know why I typically don't get brandies. I'm not gonna lie, I've had NyQuil that tastes better than that. Oh. Well. Okay, second time's not quite as bad. I am not going to finish this, though. I think I'm going to save the rest for Lord Mechanicus to give a taste test to. Oh, man. Bitter. Very, very mild hint of sweetness. Oh. Now I'm actually kind of not looking forward to the other ones. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yes, they are brandies. Well, some of them at least. This one was Ararat. 10-year-old. Spicy, sweet grape. I got the grape at least. Vanilla plums. Toasted oak, cinnamon, caramel, and apricot. I could definitely taste the caramel. And I've noticed that the apricot tends to leave a bit of a dry finish. You know, the second taste wasn't quite as bad as the first, but the first one, woo! Not exactly pleasant. So here is the flavor card. And that was a 10-year-old brandy. The next one we have up has been aged for 25 years, and it is called Delord. Bass Armagnac, aged 25 years, 40%. Come on. There we go. Get this one off. Let's see what this one is like. Whew. Okay, that doesn't smell too bad. Good hit of caramel there. I can definitely smell the grapes mildly. Maybe a dash of cinnamon? Oh, man. It's official. I'm not a brandy drinker. I don't want to, but I gotta do the shot. Oh, man. Okay, a little bit of sweetness. Dry. Astringent. man. I really don't want to crack open that third one now. Cocoa. Okay, I thought I could smell some chocolate in there. Dark chocolate, cocoa. Sherry, it has a picture of some person. Caramel, nutty. Honey, grape, fruit, and spicy notes. This one is Delord. Oh. So if you happen to be a brandy drinker, then you'd probably very much enjoy this. Now I know why I didn't bother to ever have excuse me, drink. Oh, the aftertaste is even worse! Yeah. Oh, someone start playing the freaking clown music here, jeez. Oh, good lord. Okay. Now for the last one, which is Torres. This one has been aged for 30 years. It is a Spanish brandy. And let me see. Jamie I. Brandy Reserva de la Famiglia. Okay, that's obviously Spanish, I believe. I believe it's I'm not very well versed in Spanish or Italian for that matter, but that's obviously the name of this guy. Jamie the First. Oh, that's not an I, that's a 1. Jamie the First, Brandy Reserve of the family? Again, I'm that much linguist, so I could be wrong there. Let me know if I am anywhere close to being correct on that one, please. I don't want to. Okay, that one doesn't smell too bad. Almost smells kind of like a laundry detergent. Ugh. What's this about the Tide Pod Challenge? Oh, that's the worst one yet! Oh, the things I do for YouTube. Oh, man. Oh. Chocolate. Almost has a little bit of a buttery note. Sweet and astringent. Maybe a tiny hint of apricot? Oh, by the way, this is a 38%, so this is actually the least potent of the bunch. Grape. Oh, coconut. That must be what I was tasting. Figs. Tobacco. Floral. Vanilla. Excuse me. Almonds, nutty, and fruit. Now, I do know this much. This particular bottle, if I remember correctly, was about $130 for one bottle. And I can tell you right now, I would not pay that much. So let's go ahead and read the Brandy Tour. Bewitching little brew, that brandy. It's caught our fancy, and we can't help but sit back and admire everything this saucy little number brings to the table. The term generally refers to any kind of distilled spirit produced from fruit, but wine is the de facto standard when it comes to making brandy. Of course, there are many types of grapes, many techniques to use, and many places to apply them. Basically, there's a lot of variety at play here. And you know what they say, variety is the spice of life. Okay, now that I can definitely agree with. Variety is the spice of life, and this is why I am a member of this particular club, because I get to try different and unique things, like the stuff I have just taste tested. But I must say, I don't think I'm ever going to get brandy again. I remember trying it once, quite a while ago, and this shouldn't have too much to say about it. It was a very cheap brandy, the kind of stuff you can get at a liquor store for like $15. It was like a blueberry brandy, I think. Maybe it was blackberry. All I know is that NyQuil tasted better than that stuff. You wouldn't catch me getting that again. So this stuff, I mean, if you are a brandy drinker, then, respect, all power to you. If that's what you like, that's what you like. Me personally, I don't expect I'm going to be drinking brandy again anytime soon. Ugh, I almost feel like I need to crack open one of these other ones just to try and get that taste out of my mouth. Normally, I might go ahead and delve into a little bit of this Colorado honey from Spirit Hound Distillers, but currently, that is being saved for someone I know who currently is having a very nasty toothache, and alcohol does seem to help a bit with a nasty toothache. There are several different remedies out there that you can use for a toothache. Now, there is, of course, Oragel, which is readily available at just about any kind of store there is. If they have a pharmacy, I should say. There, of course, is clove oil, or oil of cloves, whichever particular terminology you wish to go with for that. I found out that if you actually swish hydrogen peroxide in your mouth, that it can help with toothaches as well. And then, of course, you have good old-fashioned whiskey. Now, if you swish whiskey around, specifically in the area where the tooth is hurting, it'll trickle down where other items might not be able to quite reach, and get down to the root of the problem, pun intended, and help out with that particular toothache. So there are a few different little remedies that you guys can use should you be experiencing any kind of nasty toothaches in the future, and God willing, none of you have to deal with that, because toothaches are not fun, especially when they happen in the middle of the night. So yeah, there's that. At this point, I think we've more or less covered just about everything that I wanted to in this live stream. But I can say this much, now that I officially have a full-fledged battle-ready katana made out of 5160 steel, and I also have a tanto, which for those of you that don't know, that is basically the knife that accompanies the katana. All I need left to make it a more or less complete weapons kit for a samurai warrior is a wakizashi, which is a short sword that accompanies the katana, and a yumi, and I will more or less have a fairly complete set. Of course, on top of all that, I also, if I want to go full out for this, I need to get myself a set of samurai armor, which I doubt if that's going to happen anytime soon, because that stuff isn't exactly cheap. And I also would be looking into getting a few battlefield-type weapons. Their version, basically, of such as the spear, their version of the halberd, things of that sort. But that's way off in the future. This puppy wasn't exactly cheap for me over here. So me getting anything like that anytime soon, not happening. Plus, the only place that I have right now is a source to get a Yumi is about $4.50, and that's just for the bow and string itself. That's not including shipping and handling or anything. But someday I do aspire to own a Yumi, because I have made a PVC half Yumi. I don't remember what the exact terminology for that is, but basically take a Yumi and cut it about in half. Made one of those out of PVC, and it actually shot quite well. I had a lot of fun shooting that one. Unfortunately, one day when I was gone, my friends happened to be out here and they were shooting it, and it accidentally broke. Which, it's not a big deal. PVC, while it can be a fairly durable material, does have its limitations, and if it's a bad batch, then there's a good chance that it will wind up breaking. And I've already mentioned before how that's happened to me, and why I have a scar right here on my nose and almost went half blind. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my review of distilled wine. Fine. I don't think I'm going to get brandy again anytime soon. I will stick with my whiskey, rye, and other things of that sort. I actually even am starting to enjoy rum more than I used to in the past, but that's also because I've actually got my hands on some decent rum. And I can guarantee some people would argue with that. The most recent rum that I did indulge myself in, besides Kraken, which I do enjoy, was just regular old Captain Morgan's. And when you actually stop and take the time to enjoy the flavor of it, Captain Morgan's actually isn't half bad. So there's that. Matter of fact, next time I have a sample kit come in from Flaviar, I think I might go ahead and go with the rum sampler. I can't remember what the name of it is. Here Be Pirates, I think? It's like, I think it might have been Kraken, Ron de Jeremy, and one other one. And yes, you did hear me correctly. There is a rum out there called Ron de Jeremy, which is, of course, made for and originally designed, I guess might be the right word, by Ron Jeremy. If you guys don't know who that is, you're probably lucky. But if you pay close attention, he actually is in the music video for I'm Sexy and I Know It by LMFAO. Took me a while to actually notice that, but once I did, it's like, okay, they're really setting their standards low, aren't they? Oh wait, it's LMFAO, their standards are low. Alright, so this is a fairly quick live stream compared to at least some of my other ones, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for watching, those of you who are able to tune in. Thank you to everyone who will be tuning in post. Shout out to my usual YouTube family that, well, you guys have been a lot more active than me. So, Daddy Daughter Broadcasting, Aaron, shout out to LA Beast. I have no idea if he'll actually see this or not, but either way, shout out to you, brother. Let's see, who have I forgotten? Shout out to Yeah, it's me, Russ. And, shout out to whoever might, Luis Lewis. Can't forget you. But that's about it for now. So, again, thanks for watching. This is Bowmaster619 out.